Oh boy, alright, it's been another one of them days. I thought that I hit the button here to get this game started, but apparently attention failed me. Or maybe the switch just died. It likes to do that for some reason. Here we go. Alright, we've been playing some Apologist, says Turney. I have one last bite of apple left, so excuse me for getting this out of the way before we start our streaming. Alright, so when it left off, I think we were just about to start this one. Yeah, because we had a really late stream, I remember. Where we finished off the last case. So, Turnabout Serenade. Day 1. Oh boy. Episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock! Oh no. Uh-oh. Is it what's his face? We love you. Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gaviners Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Guilty as Charged. July 7, 8:05 p.m. Backstage hallway. There are 2 blue badges on this screen. Wow. I guess he is police. Sure. Ugh. This is so cool. Us at a Gaviners concert. Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviners, putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviners show. Trucy? You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to spoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviners albums and 15 concert videos. It was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years' worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me, here, at a Gaviners concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Hank. July 7, Gaviner's dressing room. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. La Miroige's singing, right? The siren of the ballad? Oh, yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. La Miroige says, you praise me too highly. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Ah, allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Lettuce. Lettuce? Romain Lettuce? Ah, pobrecito. Okay. Mr. Romain Lettuce. La Miroir's manager, and her interpreter incidentally. It is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for La Miroir to be heard in this country. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to read that out for y'all. I guess the correct answer is Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh, it has to be beautiful too, does it? Adipishing elite. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Ooh, it's La Miroir. I'm actually meeting La Miroir. La Miroir, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. La Miroir says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, La Miroir, your voice. It is art. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. Hmm? I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of La Miroir's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobey. He's blind. This is why he never strays far from La Miroir. They're always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. La Miroir's so, what's that word? Exotic. Now, I hear people don't like to be called that these days. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, at least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar's Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners' hard rock a little rest. La Miroir, the stage is yours. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. The band members will not play during La Miroir's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and La Miroir's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. Shall we hit the stage, then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Polly. Sugar, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. For that night in your embrace. When you stole away the keys. My heart held on to so tight. Pleasure. But a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me. And now, through the air I fly. War. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. All away. Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life away. All away. Guitar, guitar. Up together. To the sky. You know, except for poor fellas. Instrument on fire. Played so hard. July 7, 9:05 p.m. Backstage hallway. Wow, wasn't La Miroir amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? July 7, Gaviner's dressing room. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar's Serenade is ruined. Ruined. Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. Could examine the place instead. Let's explore everything. No parking inside this spot. I guess that goes without saying. Guitar. That guitar! That's the legendary AA-40, the Red Badger. I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair badger red, too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. Age? I'm not in here myself, but bark, bark, bark. Romain Letousse. Singer, okay, La Miroir. The singer lauded as the siren of the ballad from the tiny country of Bourginia. Machito Bay. La Miroir's favorite pianist. He's blind. Alright. What's a police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police? Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band. I mean, weren't the police some kind of band? But that's just silly. Who'd name a band the Police? A police uniform hangs on the stand here. Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Chains? This place is decorated like a high school dance. I think our decorations were paper, not chains. The Governors are into chains. It's part of their image. Ha, no kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up. They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they? It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light. Someone drew the Governor's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday. Oh? You don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Another guitar. Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard, under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass, and a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. I'm not so sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. Kleenex? Aqua? No clues here, because I've missed the button. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there? Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did, and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it, if you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which one's the real bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. What did we just... Look, it's a postcard of La Miroir. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. Ah. Riddles around the world. Wait. During her trial? Select. Oh, good heck. Okay. Yeah. Travels around the world. Something. Yeah, her trial. It's like a kind of gothic letter, but it's also written backwards. From right to left. Don't know why. But I think that first phrase might be upside down. Harder to read, though. It must be your native tongue, Virginian. Oh, see better there? That's all voynich to me. Okay. Virginian, huh? Postcard added the court record. Oh, okay. Maybe I can zoom in on it. Oh, no, I can't zoom. No zoom. But yeah, La Miroir, sightseeing musique. Yeah, travels around the world during her trial. Oh, heck. Hello. Décide son... Yeah, I don't know. I can only read the one phrase, not the other one. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something? They are a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. That's exactly what I was thinking. Pigeons. Okay, things on the desk. Helmut. Oh. That speaker looks familiar. Oh? Yeah, like the one for the PA system back in school. Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too. That's right, she's still in junior high. I feel old. Not as old as me. Alright. Okay, we have explored this place. Let's talk. A flaming guitar. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart. Fire. Burn my love away. All the way. Wait. You think the audience thought it was... I mean, they would have, except for the whole second half where you were frantically trying to beat out the fire. But if they were all looking at La Miroir instead, maybe they wouldn't have noticed. Sounds like you got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky and he didn't realize it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run. My guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. La Miroir's song. Wasn't La Miroir's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. The guitar's Serenade. What's this? It's a cheat sheet. It's the lyrics. The lyrics. The lyrics sheet. It's yours. Whoa. Signed by myself and La Miroir. Yippee! Thanks so much! I'll never get to sign our client defense agreements. Lyrics sheet added to the court record. Contains the lyrics to La Miroir's ballad. Wait. Almost time for the third act of the night. Hold on. I don't know if it's rotatable. I better rotate everything. Sompabia. Okay, alright. Sorry, I always have to look for the acronyms. Or the acrostic. Oh, there's more? Yes, La Miroir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Huh? I like the bit with La Miroir, but the rest could use a volume knob. Turned way down. Ah, Apollo, you're getting old. Ah. Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Remembering my days as a 15-year-old, yes. 22 is indeed old at that age. You're almost twice your age. Well, not really, but... These are all very young people to me now. Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. Okay, we already examined the things. They're not gonna... Oh, they're all different now! I'll examine this one again, because it's a stack of Lamar's postcards. They have an air of mystery to them that matches her voice. Okay. Oh yeah, it could have been... No, I guess I couldn't have been. I was like, I could have been pointing stuff, but no. I cannot point. Alright, move. Backstage hallway. Check it out. July 7, backstage hallway. Actually, I probably should have checked for things while bark, but I don't know. Hey, it's you. That right kid. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. 1 sec. No. Gosh, Siri. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. You listening to me? So where does his door here lead to? This one? That's Lamirar's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snack ooze in your face. Snack ooze? Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Also, what is she eating? Are those like... sausages? Alright, let's examine everything here. Because things! The Gaviner's guilty as charged tour poster. They're plastered all over the place. It's annoying. Well, this is the concert venue. Makes sense. Why? Everyone here is already here. Why advertise to them? People like to see the poster at the concert. It's part of the experience. Do you have to find fault with everything I say? Bonk. She snackooed me. Okay. That's a pretty sturdy looking box set. Maybe it's an instrument case? There's a guitar next to it. Don't even think about taking that. I don't think I could even carry it. Donk! She snackooed me. I'm gonna be snackooedicated all night. Come to think of it, I am a little thirsty. I'll have some tea. I think I'll get a water. I'll have tea. If you want tea so bad, go buy it yourself. She snackooed me. I'll take a tea. Blue Badger? What? What's that odd-looking doll doing? She's munching. Oh, that's the Blue Badger. Could you try either talking or munching, but not both? She snackooed me. She's munching. Serves me right. Out of my way. Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. She's munching. Oh no. Okay, all these things that exist. Dressing number 1. That's Prosecutor Gavin's. The Gaviner's dressing room. Put so much as a hand on the door and I'll snackoo you. Hold on. But I just came out of there. Don't play smart with me. So this is Lamirar's dressing room? If you even think about going in there, I'll... What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You, out of my way. Emma? Lamirar! It's not locked. I'm going in. Frank. July 7, 9:30 p.m. L'Amiroir's dressing room. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's a concert. Ah! It's L'Amiroir's manager, Mr. What's-His-Name. Poor Romain Latouze. Latouze? Oh no! Hey, you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. Yeah. What's going on? I just talked to him, and now... He's alive. Mr. Latouze, can you hear me? Shot. I was shot. Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask? Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouze. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is Siren? Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Latouze! Yikes! Emma? What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latouze... He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Romain Latouze. Shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is a siren. Whatever that means. July 7, backstage hallway. Oh dear. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then, ja, Fräulein Detective. I don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Ooh, a gag order. No word gets out, other than that Mr. Latouze is dead. No word of the cause of death, or of the murder. Tell no one, not even L'Amiroir? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this here forehead. Yours too, Fräulein. On that? An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Prosecutor Gavin's investigation request signed with great reluctance. Information concerning the crime to be restricted to police and related parties. Right. Well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. And one tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fräulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. Oof. We're all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right. Our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel-gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No, let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latouse's last words. The witness is Siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. It's the mermaid. Also, I didn't get to check this thing on the ground. And yeah, everything else has gone red circles too, but crack. What's that? Looks like some kind of future phone. It's a hearing aid? Oh, not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latouse might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when he first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Aha. Guess we should examine things again, especially suspicious boxes. Looks like an instrument case. Big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who is miraculous, not the escape? So picky. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about this one? A Steel Samurai Soda. Having real steel flavor? Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. The machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name. Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? You don't get charged when you're not charged with innocence. Be like, innocent is acquitted or something like that. That doesn't... That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Governor's mascot, too. Go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. Oh, I'll just take a closer look at one someday. But today is not that day. Okay, anything I'm going on up here? No. The wires pass without notice. That's the Governor's dressing room. The crime scene was Lamiroir's dressing room. Next door. Never know what clues might be hiding, Apollo. Let's case this joint. After you, Trucy P.I. Lamiroir's dressing room. The scene of the crime. We're not supposed to go in there. But aren't we involved? Aren't we duty-bound to investigate? Sadly, no. The situation being what it is, maybe our best chance to do some snooping. Okay. Don't expect anything to be on the sides. Okay, let's go. Can you go to the stage too? Oh heck. Well, let's re-examine this place for any possible changes. July 7, Governor's dressing room. Huh. Looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case, too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock, rock. Okay, please tell me everything is still already examined. Okay. So all the things that used to exist still exist, and we'll just have to check for changes. Okay, and I do not believe that anything particular has changed. Okay, well that solves that. Lame Ra's dressing room. If we can get in, July 7, Lame Ra's dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please? You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Latou's did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? If you glare at me all you want, you'll get no snacks from me. Please, think of poor Lame Ra. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger on home, no spot unspotted. Okay. Examinations. Shots of gun. Ooh. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are two here at the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are two holes. Wouldn't that mean two misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch! Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Okay. Their own coffee machine, and here's an item upon the floor. Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma? You're not going to say, can I have it please, are you? Oh! Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor, use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Yeah. Brooch added to the court record. Found at this crime scene. Seems strangely familiar. Let us review it. Should review the other paper too. Okay, so this is rotable. Oh, it's a pin. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, but I mean, it is specifically pinned. Sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though. Yeah. So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin? Yes. I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. But you could do that with a safety pin, too, for that matter. Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin. Aw, you're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Okay. So, that's the only notable thing about it. The danger pin. Did I view this? To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning any details of the case. Lovely. And it's still here on the floor to be examined. Trussy's still after that brooch, clearly. No way. If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg. Leave it to Mr. Right. I should be concerned about Trucy's future. But I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. The ladder? Or is it a step ladder? Huh, another ladder. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. Huh. I'm less worried about the step ladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling? The vent? Someone suspiciously developed themselves into the vent? Developed, that's the word you use. I still say it's a step ladder. What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing. It's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy. I didn't do it. I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. I know. Of course I don't think you did it. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? There's another Governor's poster here. I'm just about sick of seeing those personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. No tampering with the crime scene, Emma. Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. Don't look at me! Big TV. Well, not super big. Probably big for the days that this was created. Apollo! Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV. Yeah, a wide flat screen TV. I want one of those. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. Oh, you don't get dreams yet. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? Of course, Phoenix had, what, like... that many cases ever? I don't know. What's this poster? Let's see. This summer, the Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. Yeah, I can't read most of that. Well, I mean, other than it says, you know, this summer, Legal Eagles production of Case Closed, but bark. Ooh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right? Whoa, stop it, are you too crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Please, grow up. Temptress. Oh, good heck. Oh, I can't even switch to the other side. Well, I guess we'll talk then. The victim. Mr. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lamiroir's manager. An interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lamiroir. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Munch? Why is with the snacks? He's a big man. Or was. I don't think even I would win in a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. You sent a request to the Virginian Embassy for more info on it. The crime. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. Ah! Huh. I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? That window's a little too small, isn't it? Mystery of the disappearing killer. Okay. Yet I still cannot slide over to the other side where the actual scene of crime is. Did we pick up any? We picked up that. Alright, I guess we can go check on the stage. I don't know if she's gonna react to this. Sorry. I can't comment on anything not scientifically relevant. I am a forensic scientist, after all. A self-styled one, at least. Okay. Backstage, then on stage, unless something happens between here and there. Anything can happen. The stage. July 7. In the wings. The stage looks empty. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess. Guess. But I went! We did! Computer! Look at all these electronic devices. Guessing they have something to do with sound? Why guess when we can fiddle? Let's see here. Don't touch that. A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says. They should require parental testing, clearly. Piano. Wow, that piano looks much bigger close up. Machi played so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. And that's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy. It's like he's too good for this. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Okay. What a big stage. It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar. The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert. I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday. Just hold back on the lights for my eyes' sake, please. You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about lights. You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic. Okay, Gavin. Logo. Another ladder. Look, a ladder. I guess they need one to work on the lights and such. Why don't they use a step ladder? I prefer step ladders, really. Is that so wrong? Not wrong, just, well, why do you prefer step ladders? They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders. I prefer my ladders... I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you. Rigid and stable. Like... That's a big instrument case. That's a case for a contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. You could fit 5 truces in there, I bet. Hey! Are you comparing me to an instrument? You just got played. I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Okay, I'll explore. Okay. Oh, so we didn't find anything there. We already checked and rechecked here. I'm suspicious about why I didn't do anything about that. Back to the Lumberwires and see if they let me go to the right. There it is. Now we can do this. I don't know why it didn't let me do that before. Okay, well, examinations. Body of the poor man. That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Hey. Oh, you should go first, Jersey, really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching. Snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. She's trying to write something? Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? I don't know. You tell me. You know more about red stuff than I do. And? Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you'd like at them. Sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them. You're gonna run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. See there? He's holding something. What's this? A key ring. You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual key ring. What unusual keys. He says girl. Are they keys that belong to a girl? This could be a vital clue. Keyring out of the court record. Mr. Latouze died clutching this. Note the heart-shaped ring, or else. Let's review. Girl. Girl. Okay. Oh, it's a guitar. That's adorable. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped key ring. Huh? This middle key is shaped like a guitar? I get it. It must be the key to a guitar case. A guitar case key. I'll bet I know who this belongs to. Go. Does the Gavin fob help? Zoom out. Okay, that's all we can look at. Girl. Okay, up out of there. Anything else to review upon the poor man? Again? The body was holding a keyring. I wonder what it could mean. It must mean something. It doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouze would use. So the question is, whose keyring is it? Well, Hold on. My remote has gone somewhere and I accidentally hit the Netflix button. Heck! My poor TV. Okay. Would you like to show me the switch back to... Oh. I guess it would help to use the right button for that. Okay, here we go. Game console. I don't know why remote controls have Netflix buttons. Need to get one that doesn't. Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo. Practically? In fact, it brings him so much joy to mock me. Okay. Do not open. Look, there's a little window over there. Maybe the killer escaped through that. It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention, it only opens a crack. What? Was it fired by a ferret? I was just saying it's possible. Right. No harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it is impossible. You could peek into the room through it, though, you know? Yeah, I guess you only need to get your hand in with a gun. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. The big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't... Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? Revolver out of the court record. The murder weapon. A deadly, high-caliber revolver. Review the weapon. In the middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see? Revolver. That sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. No. Especially if you say it really fast. I guess. You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing? I think the word you're supposed to think it's like is Wunderbar. So many different words, so many different people. People like Drusy. Meh. Yikes, don't point that thing at me. Don't worry, I'm an old hand with firearms. I have one that shoots bullets. I don't want shooting any bullets, thank you. Not those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets, the magic cat. Cat comes out of a gun? I can tell by your expression that you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one. Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. Okay, any other points of interest? No. So many boxes. Well, packages. Look at all these presents. Lummy weren't sure is popular. Ooh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Hydrate? Yeah, I can do that. Howdy, Otterish Man. Thank you. Hope you're doing well out there. Like. Oh boy. Heck.
Trying not to be pained.
No. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. It could be anything. Huh. I'm never having a birthday party again. This is one of those things, right? At the barber's. Permanent dryer. Want me to curl those Bangs' ears? No thanks. Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know? Hey, it's like that for everybody. Be nice. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Virginian? All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. Okay. Thanks for ruling them out for me, Trucy. I missed it. What an amazing bouquet. Okay, howdy, dog guy. Welcome in. Oh no. What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. Not sure I approve. It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh. Eee, the flower fell off. What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine, fine. I'll just put it back, see? I'm scientific. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've examined the body, and I think these are all of the things that are particularly visible in this area. And the guitar case does not have any affordances. Alright. Go back over here, and we again did already see all these things. We could probably... Can we talk to her some more? No, we've already talked to her. Can we present things? No, she doesn't care about stuff. Alright, bark then. Let's leave this spot and see if anything changes out in the world. Doo-doo-doo. Gavina's dressing room. Nope. There's no other side of this room. Stage. Nope. Okay, so the only person available to us is Emma. And we've already seen all the rooms that exist. You've been keeping busy today, tried cleaning the bathtub. Yeah, Ish tried doing that out here today too. And hence much recovery. Okay. Alright, let's present the gun. So this is a murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair. Tell us. It's just... something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? Well, thank you for being vague. It's hard work, yeah. I'm sure it's a good thing to have done. Sometimes. What's strange about it? Musky. You've seen the revolving part. You've seen the shooting part. I don't have finger paint kit anymore. Strangely familiar. Oh. Is this like the things that Trucy wears with a thing in the... Bep, bep, bep. Like, she wears diamond stuff. Diamond-shaped things. Phoenix Wright, a pianist who can't play a lick. Formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Oh no. Latou's, shot during the performance. He died after leaving with his last words. Yeah, she didn't care. We asked about the ring, she didn't care about that either. Okay. There was nothing else to discover. We've already seen... a speaker. That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Ah, that's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Yes, I seem to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. Made it hard to hear Mr. Latou's last words. Aha! Alright, so that is one last piece of text interaction. Does that mean we're done? Ah, here we go. Murder weapon. What were his last words? I don't know exactly, but he said, when you did talk to the witness was is the siren. We kind of stuttered in the middle of it. The witness is the siren. I don't know if that will turn out to be meaningful or not, but our understanding is that the witness is the siren. Who or what the siren is has not yet been elaborated upon. Is it the singer? Is it a secret mermaid? Is there some kind of sound system? Who knows? What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right. It's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. See, that's what I mean by it being familiar looking. It looks like the one she's wearing with her cape. I mean, it's a different style, but it's the same shape and color. Except for the, I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem. There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah. Say, if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet, the killer used this revolver quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high-caliber weapon. Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. Huh. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? You're leaving it alone with the body? Huh? Oh, actually, we have to... Great. Thanks. She left. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's a wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... On second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. We're just gonna skip out? Oh, examinations can continue anew because... Back. 45 caliber revolver. Very powerful. This is definitely the murder weapon. I wonder who brought this revolver in here. It's huge. Someone unusual, that's for sure. No one I want to meet, that's also for sure. Me either. Unless it's in court, of course. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do. Yep. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? That's the same as we said before. You shouldn't be saying if it's the same. The body was holding a key ring. Do you think it belonged to the killer? If it's not Mr. Latouse's, that seems like a possibility. Okay, alright. Like, it looks like he was trying to write something. But he might have been trying to write it in Virginian, and so he won't know what it is. I'm not going to re-examine everything. I just ain't. Just some particularly relevant seeming things. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are two here in the wall. Well, if there are two marks, they must have missed twice. Not necessarily. Some revolvers can put a bullet through a person. So it wouldn't necessarily miss. Ouch. Sounds painful. No snatching people's brooches. Darn. Maybe there's another one lying around here somewhere. If there is, you can't have that one either. Don't be so stingy, Apollo. I think the word you're looking for is principled. Principled? People aren't allowed to be principled anymore. It ruins alliances. Okay, let's pop out. We will pop out. Here we go. July 7th. Backstage hallway. Who's there? And he's gone. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, it sure looks suspicious. Well, he's gone now. Okay, no changes. Should we move into Gaviner's for one last check? Nothing. Okay, well, nothing obvious. To the stage. July 7, in the wings. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. Javier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I bet. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong, How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who you callin' tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Aya? We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait, you are what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescent. Right. Anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Ah, greetings. Oh, good heck. Darien Crescent, Criminal Affairs Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. Okay, we already examined things. Okay. We will talk. The case. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder? Sorry, the murder. What else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case? Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Fräulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. Might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. Okay, we'll have to show him stuff. The Gaviners. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of a Parole, and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This here's my right-hand man, Darien Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I don't know what I'm doing with him. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed a cue. The Miss Q. They were arguing about that before. Great, I'll have nothing more than questioning tormented artists. The Missed Q. What's this Miss Q you keep talking about? Aha, You heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See? No amateur is going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. Guilty love. This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Oh. Okay, that big cutscene. Wow, neat. So, could you say, hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on the case? Then help me with mine. Yes, rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar, like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it. Listen again closely. Yeah, but it's also hard to tell because with my audio setup, I hear blips at random as it tries to sync itself back up. It's terrible. The timing's a little off, isn't it? You see, there, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect. Here he goes again. Right. Herr Amateur, you will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with the left stick up and down to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with left stick left and right. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to but try, Apollo. Yes. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use the left stick up and down to adjust a part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with L and R button. And use the L and left stick left and right to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press X to point it out. Time to rock. Heck, locate the missed cue. Okay, that's the play button. So to begin with, let's hear the whole thing so I can hear what it sounds like.
He said right instead of JA.
Yeah, again, I have the disadvantage of audio cutting out on me at blips at a time. We will hear one part at a time. He said right instead of ja. He says lots of things. Okay. Okay, that sounded like a fail. And that last section. Yeah. That sounds bad, but let's see what the rest of it sounds like. Okay. It seemed coherent at least. Okay, and then 5. Okay, so everything seemed normal except for this part, last section. So I'm going to go with that. If that's how we do that.
Take that!
This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. Oh well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Oh well, that's all you have to say. That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Mixing board added the chord record. Allows music to be played in separate tracks. I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love? Okay, and we're supposed to show him stuff too about the case. Presentation. Tell me about the gun, that's the hard part. Actually, let's examine this real quick. Oh, right, I wanna... Even I can only take so much in one day. Funny, I always thought a Provocateur Gavin was one of those cool stoic types. Sort that never complains. How wrong I was. Okay, but I wanted to look at it, I didn't want to present it. Okay, it just takes me to that, we can see it. In case some other nefarious thing will be learned at some point, that's nice. Okay, but the gun. You don't care about the gun, I wanted to show you the things! The keys, which are probably yours? I was wondering if you know anything about this? That. Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it! Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouze had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. I was gonna say, you know, you're the prosecutor, you decide what the trial is about. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Paula! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us, and we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me for Royline? Apparently we are. Gavin's troubles. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting? And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring? It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latouze's life was taken. Like, you shouldn't say that with the grin that you have on your face. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouze dies. Yes, and? Could it all really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning... Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you, Fräulein? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. My name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well... I mean, sure, everything is Inspiring back. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring, the guitar, and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. It's all on the keychain, I think. The guitar key, the motorcycle key, and whatever the girl is. Oh yeah, and the victim actually having the keys. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Everybody point and laugh. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I have to think of something pronto. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? The keyring. Guitar case for busted guitar. Motorcycle for busted motorcycle. And the thing itself being held by the victim.
Take that!
Connection is this, right? I would say you were close, but really you're kind of far. Remote, even. Oops. Try not to anger the trucy, Apollo. No sudden motions. Just find that evidence slowly. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? Are they lyrics to the song? Stole away the keys? Burning like a bullet of love? I like that. Stole away the keys. But it doesn't talk about, I kind of want to say that. Sure.
Take that!
It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar's Serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Fräulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough of the riddles. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fräulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song. What? No way. The song's prediction. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order they occurred. While reading this lyrics sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys. And next, his guitar burst into flame. Burning on my heart, fire burned my love away. And then Mr. Latouze was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, taking my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all. Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital. And quite annoying, Fräulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime, Clavier, seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident. Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. It's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian and see about this Mr. Latouze. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouze, was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all of this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves La Miroir to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where La Miroir is now? I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist much to buy, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouze's sudden passing. Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. Okay. So that's where we'll have to go, but... probably not today. We'll see what happens here, though. July 7, backstage hallway. Him again. Ugh. Who's there? Here he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Okay. Alright. Oop. Yes, I do want to save. Because it is time. Oof. Time to begin.